Hey collectors, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the reissue of Figma 323, which is Deku from My Hero Academia, and I'm really glad that they actually decided to do this because I'm a huge fan of My Hero Academia, and I'm so glad that they're going down the entire line, so I'm looking forward to collecting this. So let's have a look at this actual figure. We have Deku in here with his multiple faces, and obviously Figma 323, there's Deku there. And then there he is there with all his different things that he can do. And then there is Deku at the top, like Figma stuff. There's Deku. And at the same thing, there's Deku again. So let's open up this bad boy and have a look inside. But if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, then hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. And with that, let's just jump straight into it. So these are the accessories that you get with Deku. You get his two faces, you get different hands, you get the kind of mask thing, you get an extra joint, ball joint, should I say, and then you get the kind of the stand for him. I really do like them, and just looking at the hands, obviously they're all different ones that you get. So you don't get a lot with this figure, but you get enough for this figure. And here he is, here's Deku. I've got to admit, I actually generally like this figure. It's kind of a breath of fresh air. I've not really seen a Figma figure like this for such a long time, and you know, it generally actually reminds me of Deku rather than going, oh, this is a figure of that character. So I generally kind of really like this. I really love his hair. I love the way that they've blended the texture in with the green and then the black. I think that looks really nice. I really love his face. I think it's very kind of happy what Deku is as a character. They've cut that just perfectly. And then obviously they've got his hero outfit. I think that looks kind of cool. Now this is not the limited one where it came with his other head, which had his hood on, but I've never really liked the hood. I think it looks a bit meh. But I really like his uniform, his face, everything in this, it screams perfect for me. Everything that I want from a figure. Even when looking down at his kind of accessories. Now, I didn't really notice this on his actual thing in the anime, so I may go back and watch it and go, oh yeah, they're there. So you've got his kind of elbow pads, then his over big gloves. So most anime characters, they have giant big hands, and I generally think this is kind of cool. I really like it. So it looks perfect. You've got his kind of utility belt, which you never really see him use, pull stuff out. So I'm guessing it's more kind of an aesthetic look for what superheroes are. And then looking at his boots, I think they look really cool. I really like them, and I think that they work really, really well. It reminds me of later on he does his kind of Manchester Smash and stuff like that. This is just kind of absolutely perfect. And they're really nice boots as well, so there's a lot of detail, you know, with the laces, with the reds, with the whites. Perfect. This to me is amazing. I also like his shin pads as well. With looking at his boots here, I really like the back of it. I think they look fine. I think that they've got enough detail to kind of go, hey, this is a figure that stands out, and obviously he stands up really well with them as well. The back of the things, I haven't seen these joints used, so I don't know if it's meant to be the kind of knee pads going around and then behind. So that to me is something different. I actually kind of like the look of them. The back of the figure, there is nice texture with his kind of utility belt. We can see more detail on the gloves right there. I think that kind of works really nice. So I kind of like what they've done. And it's just kind of plain green tracksuit that you see, and that's kind of it. But I really love the way that they've ruffled it a bit, so it doesn't look like one plain thing. So the way that he moves, it looks like the material's moving with him. And of course, the back of the hair looks perfect. It looks like it can't move, but the way that you pose him, the way that if you want to make him smash or if you want to make him kick, whatever, then you know the hair will kind of follow in that sort of way, and I actually generally really like that, and it's a really nice addition to this figure. So let's have a look how he moves and the articulation. So I really like the movements of the joints there. I think that is smooth. I think that works really, really well. I think that if you put him in there, even sorry, I forgot to mention, his boots have the detail too, and that makes this figure even more. When you bend the knees, so it works perfectly like that. Again, like so, and his legs move around, so you can actually pretty much pose him in which way. So his torso kind of moves about. So I really love this kind of detail you've got here with the the white, that works really, really well. So it moves up and down, so you can turn it around if you want to. I really like those joints. It does feel kind of like new, what is new, should I say. So hands move around. So the joints are a bit stiff. So you can move them about, but to be fair, once you move them, it works like that. The head turns around too, like that. So yeah, this is actually really nice. So let's have a look at Deku and his accessories for his like kind of different faces. So first of all, you do get this lovely thing, which is his kind of mask, which goes on. Just be careful, because obviously with his hair being really spiky, it can really hurt if you're kind of messing it about. But adding that particular thing, I really like it. It's see-through as well, which I didn't think it was in the series, or kind of, you know, for his face. So I kind of really like it. So let's see how we take off the head. So just be careful. You have to just kind of play with it. It's kind of really well blended in. So I actually generally really like that part. So let's change this. Probably take this off first before you do anything, because I think changing it can be a bit annoying. Ow. Just as you can see. So there you go. There's this kind of angry face that I actually generally like. I love that there's more kind of like ink details. The black really outline it. I think that works perfectly with this figure. And I think the kind of last one is like, oh, I didn't mean it type thing. I kind of really like it. From this angle, it's like, oh God, what am I watching? No! But it works really well. I actually really like the faceplates of this figure. I think Deku is going to be one of my favorite Figmas for a long time. Just the way it is, and then just the way he moves. So yeah, this is definitely something I would recommend. And there is Deku. I am really, really happy with this figure. I'm so glad that they released it. I'm so glad that they're bringing out more of them. I think this is definitely a way forward for when it comes to the Figma range. I just generally enjoy this figure, and this is one that I would love to display if I can. So yeah, I think this is great. The accessories are fine. I think for once, I'm happy with the amount of accessories that come with a Figma figure. Not like, oh, I wish it had this, I wish it had that. Okay, actually, I think what would be really cool is if they added an effect with him to show off the lightning. I think that would have been kind of cool. So hopefully if they make a Deku version 2, or version 3 should I say, that's when they should have it. But for this figure, for what it is just perfect, and it is one of the nicest ones that I've actually been able to own for such a long time. So I'm extremely happy about it. So collectors, what are your thoughts on Deku? Are you happy with him? Do you think that he should have come with more accessories? Are you excited that the My Hero Academia line is coming out? Let me know down below in those comments. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. And with that, collectors, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.